Got a Bearcat 880 mic. The 880s are kind of known to be pretty quiet. Came up with a little mod. It's pretty easy. Not really a good mod, but it works to make them a little bit louder if you don't want to buy a power mic. I'm doing this one for a friend of mine. Another friend of mine, I did the same thing to his. I kind of came up with it when he dropped his in a cup of pop. And I was already in there. I had to take it apart and clean it anyway, so I figured I'd do a little modifying while it was in there because I thought it was ruined anyway, but it actually worked out. This isn't like the right thing to do or anything, but if you don't want to buy a power mic, it does work. It doesn't sound bad, and it makes you a little bit louder. You got that little pad there. It goes behind the grill. And then you've got this one here. Now this one here is really thick. So the way I did the last one, I took it out. I just got rid of it. I kept it. That way if I didn't like the way it sounded, I could put it back in. But it actually sounds pretty good, so I didn't mess with it. This hole's kind of small. It's actually quite a bit smaller than the element. I don't know if you can see that. It's smaller than the hole for the element, so don't know if it makes a difference or not, but I drilled the last one out, so I'm going to do this one the same way. Watch me drilling my finger. It didn't work. I did the last one by hand. It actually cut it out better. I had to shut the camera off for a minute. I don't know if this is like softer rubber than the other one I did or what, but the drill bit wasn't cutting it, so I took a piece of round tubing and I sharpened it. Just made a little hole punch. It's not a whole lot bigger. I think it's about a 3/8 hole now, but it's bigger. Makes me feel better about it. I guess I think your voice would probably get in the hole better if it was bigger. I don't know. I didn't make it huge though, because I don't want it to pick up like your radio and wind noise and stuff like that. But that's basically all I did. Now this thing, I just leave it out. It's really thick. I tried to blow through these. You can't even blow through them. They're just like paper. But I left it out of the other one, so I'm going to do this one the same way. I put this in place of that one, and then I don't put anything on the outside. And like I said, on the other one it worked really well, so that's what I'm doing here too. Put that on there like that. And stick it all back together. Not really anything to it at all. It's just a noise cancel filter. That's all it is. I was afraid it was going to make it sound really bad, but it actually didn't, so it worked. It's cheap. Keeps you from buying a power mic for a little while anyway. You'll probably be better off to run an actual power mic, but one thing we did notice when we hooked a power mic to the 880s, when you're running the talkback, it squeals a lot. You got to pretty well shut your talk back off. With this, it makes you louder. Maybe not as loud as the power mic, but you don't have to run the talk back off. You can leave the talk back all the way up. You can hear yourself through the talk back better. On another radio, me talking to my buddy, he's a lot louder than he was now. And it's cheap. Doesn't take but a minute. So that's that.